Hello, handicappers. I'm track announcer Ed Meyer, and welcome to Belterra Park, Cincinnati. 10 live races on tap today. We have 8 urban races, and the last 2 are quarter horse races. And if you've never been around for quarter horse racing, fastest action on the track. And joining me, as always, my co-host, racing specialist Miss Ashley Holliday. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning, Ed. What a beautiful day we have here in Cincinnati. We have a few people here live joining us right now for our handicapping seminar. We thank you guys. Those of you watching, thank you as well. It's 82 degrees right now in Cincinnati, going to be about 85, 86 as the day moves forward. We get closer to post time. Absolutely beautiful, perfect horse racing weather for the summertime. Skies are clear. Looking forward to a great day.
In fact, it is. We've got 10 really, really nice races to handicap today. Ashley, let's go ahead and kick it off. We are sunny, 83 degrees, fast and firm. We're on the turf today, fast and firm, sunny, 83 degrees. A beautiful day, as Ashley said. And let's jump right into it. Today's first race, a claiming event for fillies and mares. Ashley, take it away.
All right, guys, in the first, I am going to go 3, 4, and 2. I'm going to put the 3, my best side, on top in here. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Larry Smith, Perry Oots, my favorite trainer-jockey combo. Of course, both of them right now on top of the leaderboards here at Belterra. Both of them leading trainer, leading rider, respectively. That has to be taken into consideration in here. Home track. The 3, my best side, I really like this horse, was a winner last time out here in the non-twos. Going 6.5, is in today at 6 furlongs, going 3/4. And I like the way the line, the comment on his last line, pressed, led, and lasted, I think fits really well in here. I'm going to use the 4, Lady Power, second. Dropping down from the allowance company, I think is going to take a little bit of company relief here. I look for her to be second. And I'm going to use the 2, Bay Magic, for third. Coming in from Thistledowns, we know, Ed, that the Thistledowns horses come into Belterra. They do really well. Jeffrey Radosevich, Jose Bracho, very comfortable connections. We've seen them win races together before. Coming in here today looks to be sharp, but I'm going to stick with 3, my best side, on top. What about you, Ed?
Cleveland runners have been doing very well, and where you ended up, that's where I'm going to begin. I'm going to go 2, 4, and 3. I like Bay Magic, Jeffrey Radosevich, winning 25% of the time here at Belterra Park. And the Cleveland horses, I said, are really doing well. They've really taken to the track here, dropping down in class. Radosevich wins 25% of the time with claimers, and on sprints, 24%. I could kill you all day long with numbers, but I'll tell you what, Bracho and the irons for Radosevich, it really kind of caught my eye. I think we really got something good here. The drop down in class is always a plus. As Ashley said, a little class relief always helps. For my top pick here is Bay Magic, and then I went to the deep closer, that is Lady Power from the Nancy Adams barn. Nancy is a very nice horseman. She's got a very nice group that
Yep.
with her girls that really do very well back there. Dropping in class as well here today. I think that's going to be a real important factor in today's opener. And then I end up with your topic, I believe, the Larry Smith, Perry Utes tandem. They're 3 for 4 in the money. I call it a filly for the course here. Larry Smith's winning 31% of the time. And if you can squabble with that, you can head to the windows now.
Absolutely. So we like the same horses, essentially. We just got them in a little bit different order. So truthfully, it just comes down to who do you like more, me or Ed?
Well, let me tell you, lean this way. You're going to do pretty well.
I don't know about all that. So moving on to the second race, we are on the turf. This is a $7,500 up to $8,000 claimers. Ed, you want to take us away in here?
Yes, ma'am. Claiming event, 1 mile on the turf. Scratch, number 7, Alfred. Scratch the 7, Alfred, from today's second race. So it's a field of 7. For me, I go right to the rail, and that's under the Cougars. We got a lot of big speed here from the Susan Anderson barn, who's doing very well, winning 13% of the time here. And her dam Overseen has 4 starts, 3 wins, 2 of which are turf winners. And this is one of my favorite angles of all time. When a horse has been running on the synthetic, the Tapeta, when it was the Polytrack, when it's second off of the Polytrack, I'm a big believer in. Sometimes it takes a couple of times to work out all the bugs. Drawing the rail. The rail's an excellent spot here. Big time speed. Luan Machado aboard for Susan Anderson. And if you go all the way down in the past performances, you'll see was sprinting down at Gulfstream and doing pretty well and really showing a whole lot of early foot. But for me, I'm going to go 1, 4, and 5 in here. But under the Cougars, Flag fall, so that's all.
Ed, we're a little bit different here. I did not like the one, so I can see why you did. I think that's a very respectable,
what do you mean you don't like the
comment.
one?
I shouldn't say I don't like the one. I didn't use the one. Let me say there. I like the horse in this race. I just did not use it. I went with the 5 City Plan on top. I'm actually going to go 5, 4, 6 in here. The 5 City Plan. This horse is as we've talked about before, a major handicapping angle. Third start off a layoff. Was off from October 21 to middle of May this year. So again, today makes its third start off a layoff. Coming in from Mountaineer, has been running on the grass. This horse is 5 for 9 on the board in his efforts on the grass. I really think his last time out did have a nice performance up in a little bit better company. Falls in with a softer group, I think, today. And for me, is a standout in here, Jose Bracho in the irons.
And you know the dam of this runner here, interior design. 5 starts, 3 wins, 3 of which are on the turf. So it has to really be taken in consideration. Ashley's picked another speed horse here. Speed's been doing very kind on the turf. When you hit the top of the lane, they cut that corner. I'll tell you what, if you're a length on the top, you'll be 3 to the good when they straighten away from home. But I have to respect all that speed there from Miss Ashley Holiday.
Thank you, Ed. And now we move on to our third race. We're back on the dirt, going 6 furlongs. This is another $75,000 to $8,000 claimers, non-2 since December 24th, or non-4 lifetime. In race 3, I'm going to go 6, 5, 3. I'm going to go with the 6 Volbeat. What I like about this horse, back-to-back wins here.
Horse for the course.
Yes, was claimed last time out, so is making a start for New Connections today. Jose Bracho for trainer Carlos Lopez. I think the horse fits in really well in this group, has been comfortable in this kind of similar group of horses, has been racing really well since coming from Churchill earlier this season. We know that that's a big play too. Horses coming from Churchill do seem to run really well here, and that horse has proven it so far. For second, I'm going to go with the 5 Air War. That's Larry Smith, Santiago Gonzalez, another high winning percentage combination here. This horse is dropping down, actually dropped down his last start into a little bit softer company, and I think fits in well here with this group, is comfortable running this distance, comfortable at this course. And then for third, I'm going to go with the 3 Rock On Kitten. I love this horse. Its last time out, it was my top pick, and I struggled not putting it on top in here today. I did use him for third, though.
Well, you know, that's okay. I'm going to put it on top. I like the 3-5-6, and it's Rock On Kitten for me. For trainer Norman Lynn Cash, winning 75% of the time from a small sampling, 3 for 5 in the money at Belterra Park. I'm going to call that a bit of a horse for a course here. This is third time off of a layoff. Churchill Downs, a nice long rest. Coming into Belterra Park, ran a beautiful 4th and scored last time out. And they are fresh off of a claim. Norm Cash wins 12% of the time fresh off a claim. And John McKee is in the irons, winning 27% of the time. And the best part about it, they've teamed up twice here, and they won twice here. So if you like a winner, this is a possible real nice play at 9-2. So it's Rock On Kitten for me. I do like Air War. You're one of your top picks here. Santiago Gonzalez and Larry Smith, they're teaming up to win 15% of the time. It has to be respected. And then to end it all out, I come out to another speedster, and that is the 6 Volbeat. Jose Bracho for Carlos Lopez was claimed last time out, seeking 3 in a row. A definite one to respect.
Absolutely. That's my top pick. So again, we like the same horses. We just like them a little bit differently. Moving on to race 4 on the dirt, going a mile. This is beaten claimers for a $6,250 tag.
Very nice race. Actually, I had to work on it a little bit. I really had to dig in deep, but I came out with the 5, and that's Rasan Carter. And another speedster here from the Tommy Short barn, 6 for 7 in the money at Belterra Park. Always take a look at how they're doing over the oval, and that means a whole lot. If they're comfortable, they like the consistency, they like the track. The track can be speed favoring at times, and then when it gets really warm, I mean, they can turn it off, lights out. But I really like the way Eddie Dominguez fits for Tommy Short. They're in the money 53% of the time, taking a big drop down in class. I think that's going to seal the deal for me and may improve at shorter distance. For me, it's 5, 3, and 7, but I'm all about Rasan Carter. 5-2, I don't know if you're going to get that quite of a price. Maybe a little shorter, but get what you can take.
Again, Ed, we're really similar here, but I'm going to put the 7 down home kitten on top. I'm going to be 7-5-3 in here. I do love Rayson Carter. Used him for second, but for me, my top pick is down home kitten. I love the comments on this horse's last line. Circled field, cleared. Much the best. Coming off of a win. Confidence is up. Just raced on the 21st of May. Has had a little bit of time to freshen up. Should be very fit, ready to go. Luis Reyes for trainer Stephen Cahill. I do love this horse. Fits in really well with this group. I think right where he belongs, and I don't think you can go wrong here.
You know, I've always been a fan of Steve Cahill. All of his horses look good when they come over. I watch every single horse when they come walking over. I want to see who's holding their head up high. What do you look for when you see them come over from the barn area?
Yeah, for me, when I'm watching him walk over, I want to see a horse that's not necessarily, dragging people around or running, but I want to see a horse that's confident. His ears are pricked forward. He knows where he's headed to. He knows he's getting ready for business. Head held high, alert, looks like he's paying attention, not flagging his tail or, sidestep and stuff like that, not showing that he's distracted or nervous, but focused. A good positive energy is what I like to see for a horse.
I agree completely, and these are all important facts. When you see them come up from the barn area to be saddled, always pay attention to what they look like, how they feel. They're just, some days there's good days, some days there's, they just really don't feel like being here, and they'd rather spend the rest of the day in the barn. But always pay attention. I think it's a really important part. Onward and upward, young lady. We head on down to the race number 5. In today's 5th race. Now this for me was really tough here.
Yes, I cannot disagree. Very, very tough race to pick here.
Maiden claiming 5,000, and you know what? When I say tough, that's challenging, and that equates to a better price for you. So if you do your homework and you score, you get paid. So there's really never a tough. It's just challenging, and you really have to dig in deep and do your homework. But for me, I'm going to go in this race with 5, 2, and 7, and I came out with the 5 Rubenstein. David Howdar, he's really been a great addition.
Really,
to the
truly,
jockey
yes.
colony. 15%. I mean,
absolutely.
He's doing very well. I'm a big fan of Ray Hernandez, and this 3-year-old colt by Bernardini is 1-for-1 in the money here at Belterra Park, shipping in from Indiana Grand. And I think the drop in class, that really attracts me. The big drop in class, you're facing lesser, and as you said, a little bit of class relief here. I think Rubenstein's going to give them all that they want. And then I like the 2 Tommy Point Luis Reyes for Tim Ham. Anytime Tim Ham brings a horse to the races, always has to be respected before you head to the windows. And then I end up with number 7, Father Patrick. And that's La Machado for Troy Newton, their second time off of a layoff. I'll tell you what, but they're going to have to catch. I think we're going to see a little bit of speed, and I think it's the big drop in class is going to seal the deal for me.
Ed, we think alike here. I also use the 5 Rubenstein on top. I don't see how you can overlook this horse. Dropping down from the maiden special weight company its whole career so far, down to the very bottom, $5,000 maiden claimer. My favorite line, a maiden no more. I would have to say the 5 Rubenstein comes home a winner in here. Now, we're very different for our second and third picks. I used the 3 Be My Doctor for second in here. I do like this horse. Third start off of a little bit of a, actually not a little bit, a very serious break. I can't read my own handwriting. Off a serious break. Did not race from the 27th of October of 2020. Came back on the 21st of May here, 2022. Has been second and third its last 2 starts here at Belterra. Has been running 3/4, so this one taking a little bit of a shot at a mile. I think going to be a little bit more comfortable in here at this distance. Isaiah Wiseman for trainer Tim D. Wilson. And then for my third choice, I'm going to go with the 10, one of my favorite names, Kick Rocks Kid. Down in company today. We got Jose Bracho in the irons for trainer Nancy Adams. I love Nancy's outfit. We talked about it before. Her 2 daughters definitely run the show there. So girl power. Definitely you got to respect it.
You go, girl.
Yes.
I believe it's you go, girl. I'll tell you what.
Got it.
I've always been a big fan, and it's a family operation. They do really well together. I'm always rooting for the gals, but I have to tell you, that is a real tough name to pronounce. But I think sometimes they like to throw a high and tight right up against my chin.
I think they do. If I got to name racehorses, I would be like, was the announcer going to struggle with this name or not?
And
but
then
it's
you go
it's
that
fun.
way.
Yes, and then we go that way. But it's definitely probably not fun to call, but it's definitely a fun name to say. So for me,
always fun.
in race 5, I'm 5'3", Ed and I both on the 5, Rubenstein in here.
If you're just arriving here, stop on over. You can grab a free program. They're right over here, right across from us.
Yep.
Please feel free. They are free. And as we head into the final pick 3 here, Ashley, we have a claiming event traveling a mile for fillies and mares. We have a field of 7 in today's 6th race. You lead us on.
Well, for me here in race 6, I'm going to go 3-4-1. 3-4-1. I'm going to go with a 3, Fabiola Princess on top. All I have to look at here is look at her last line. Winner by 14 3/4 lengths in that bottom $5,000 claiming maiden. Comes back in $5,000 claiming company again today. Trainer Eddie Fernandez, Luis Ray is up in the irons. What an impressive start out. It's last time. Big winner. I think confidence is up for the whole team. And I think comes home a win in here today. And then for second, I'm going to go with the 4, Ida's Storm. Respectable finishes last 2 outs here at Belterra. Just fell short its last time out, and I think just falls short again today, but I think fits in really well with this group. Very commendable company here for her to fit in with, and I think second in here today. And then for third, I'm going to go with the Rail Sweet Tootsie Lou, Eddie Dominguez for owner-trainer Jeffrey Jackson. Another one that's dropping down in company. That's always a big play for me. I love to look at getting a little bit of class relief. That's usually my number one, I would say, like, handicapping tool, essentially, is I'm like, okay, are they dropping down a little bit?
Our toolbox is getting bigger.
Our toolbox is getting bigger. Not necessarily a bad thing. And has been racing well against those little bit tougher companies. So I think fits in really well in here, Ed. So for me, I'm 3-4-1. What about you?
I really like the 3-1-6 in here. I'm a big fan of Fabiola Princess. I like Eddie Fernandez. He's a nice horseman. He does very well, and all of his horses really look good when they come over. I'm not a big fan of once you break your maiden, especially at the bottoms, but that day wins by 14. So I think Eddie Fernandez has something very special here. This is a horse for a course, or a filly for the course, I should say. 3 for 3 in the money here. A win, a place, and a third from 3 starts. Just broke her maiden, and that was super impressive here. Big time speed from the Eddie Fernandez barn. And Luis Reyes aboard doesn't hurt one bit. 19% a winner. And actually, they've teamed up to win one time together in one win. But I'm going to play off that last maiden break by 14. And I think Eddie Fernandez is going to have her ready today. So that's my top pick in here. Then I come back to Sweet Tootsie Lou. A bit of a horse for a course. 4 for 5 in the money at Belterra Park. You have to really respect that. And then I end up with the 6 China Star. George Bush has been on fire. Congratulations, George. You're doing really well.
He really is.
And almost 72% in the money. And I'm a big fan of George. He's a great guy, long-time trainer on this circuit in Ohio and Kentucky. Sonny Leone aboard, and you can't slate that one bit.
Not at all.
Coming in from Hawthorne, and Hawthorne horses do really well here. I think there's the same kind of consistency with the track. Might be just a little bit deeper, and it gives them a little bit extra footing here, a little bit extra cushion, and I think they kind of like it. So for me, 3-1-6.
Again, our top pick, the same, Fabiola Princess. I can't get off the last race, so that's right where I went today, and great minds think alike, so
Hey,
we'll see.
I'm finally a great mind. I love it.
Oh, my
I love
goodness.
it.
Oh, my goodness. All right, and we're back on the grass here for race 7. And this is a 12-5 maiden claimer. A lot of maiden claiming today.
There is. And, today's 7th race, maiden claiming, traveling a mile for fillies and mares. There's some scratches to mention here.
Yes, there are.
Scratches and a few jockey changes. Scratch, number 1, Coed. And number 5, Reveling, will now be ridden by Abel Lescano. Number 6, Amelia's Map, will be ridden by Odher Mehta. Scratch, number 7, Stepstones, not Flintstones, but Stepstones. Scratch, the 13, Wilmore. And scratch, number 14, Ken Keed. The 15 and 16 will run in today's 7th race. Maiden claiming event for 12-5. Ashley, take it away.
All righty, and this one was one of those races where I kind of, I don't want to say confusing, but it's one of those I really had to sit down and keep kind of moving around with myself where I was going to go. To me, I went with the the 2 Tiz Penny on top in here. This horse is another one, second start off a layoff. We've talked about that before. Second, third start off a break. Did not race in September of 21. Came back on May the 12th, 2022 of this year here at Belterra in the 12-5 maiden claim. He was third, beaten 5.5. Coming in back on the turf. This is a horse that likes the turf. Farron Peterson up for trainer Alvin Paisley. I think looks really good in here. And a horse that I really, really liked and I struggled. I wasn't sure where I wanted to go is the 16. Not really. Fits in really well with her. We've talked about Jamie Grubbs training before. Luan Machado in the irons. Luan's been riding this horse last few starts. I think that always helps. Obviously, he knows this filly really well. A good start, 2 starts back I'm confusing myself. A really good start is the last time where it was second. Again, can't read my own handwriting. Just got beat by the winner, but is the line I love, no match, best of the rest. And then for third, I'm going to go with Flora coming in from Indiana, the 8 horse. My favorite jockey up, Perry Oots. What about you, Ed? Are we similar? Are we?
Actually, we're going to go completely opposite here.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we're really going to shake up the barrel here.
Wow.
This is my top play of the day. My complete top play of the day in today's 7th race. That is number 5, Reveling from the Jimmy Corrigan barn. Jimmy Corrigan's winning 38% of the time, and he is red hot on fire. There is a rider change to Abel Lescano from Javier Patron Barcenas, and Abel Lescano and Jimmy Corrigan are absolutely just tearing it up. And that was an even race last time out. And if you take a look at the comment line, Equibase puts this together, and always pay attention to the comment line. Split rivals, late gain. And that was going 5 furlongs. Today, we go a mile. I really like Abel Lescano and Jimmy Corrigan teaming up together. This is my play of the day. You're getting 6-1 here. And I number 16, not really. Jamie Grubbs, she's almost 77% in the money. Luan Machado aboard. And I'll tell you what, every time her horses come over, they really look great. And then I end up, and I'm going to round out with I'm going to go with the 8 Flora. I'm going to agree with you at Perry Oots. And coming in from Indiana Grant, I think that's going to be a big time run here. And maybe a little class relief, but I'll tell you what, I still think Perry Oots is going to make every pole a winning one if he can jump out there.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about that. And I love how your comment was the same as mine on the 8 Flora Indiana Invader. I mean, that's really been a very good play here. Churchill, Indiana, horses coming in from there. They race amazing over the surface.
Okay, 8th and final race, Allowance House shall claim an event for fillies and mares traveling 3/4 of a mile or 6 furlongs to me. Yeah. And Miss Ashley, we have 8 runners in here, and I tell you what, this was a very nice race here indeed to end off our card. 8th race, take it away.
All righty, Ed, in here, I'm going to go 4, 5, 3. To me, the standout in here is the 4 Angels Sassy. Back here on the 3rd of June on our Best of Ohio Day was second in our $100,000 Diana Stakes. Dueled and was no match for the winner. However, was clearly very much the best of the rest in here. Does show getting beat 5 3/4, but again, the winner drew off. We watched I'm a Devil, was both of our top picks that day. I mean, hello.
I think Chelsea Kaiser still rolling around the track. They can't pull her up yet.
Yes, they couldn't stop her. Still can't. So, yeah, clearly Angel Sassy was very much the second best. I think she's a standout in here, going from Stakes Company down into an allowance optional claiming today. Susan Anderson horses have been phenomenal. Susan, a fantastic trainer. Her horses always look like $1 million. She's on top of her game. So you know this filly is in her best form possible. And then for second, I went with the 5, Wind Me Up Baby, Rogelio Miranda for Michael Evans. Again, a very good combo here. I like them a lot. So Wind Me Up Baby was racing against some allowance company, did come back and win her last start out here at Belterra, going 3/4. So obviously very comfortable at this distance, very comfortable at this track, fits in phenomenally well with this group. This would be my top pick had the 4 Angel Sassy not been in here. I think she's just so much the best. Wind Me Up Baby for second. And then for third, I'm going to go with Bourbon Social. Raced here good his last 2 starts out. showing fourth and was a winner actually 2 starts back in the 12-5 claimer. Up in a little bit of company its last start and then again today, but I think fits in well with this group and could look to hold out for third in here. So 4, 5, 3, Angel Sassy on top for me, Ed. What do you think?
Total respect, young lady. And by the way, for those that are late arrivals, we have some free programs up here if you'd like to grow free as we kick off the 8th and final Fillies and Mares allowance option, claiming going 6 furlongs in here. For me, I tried to do a little bit of value hunting, and I went with the 7 that is Cowgirl Kimmy for the Elliott Sullivan barn. They're 6 for 7 in the money. So that means they're here to play. That means their horses are ready to run, and I had to respect this mare by Cowboy Cow. They're looking for 3 in a row, but prior to that, they were running on Hawthorne. You heard me touch on that Hawthorne note before. Hawthorne runners really like this oval, and it used to be Fairmount Park, but now FanDuel, they like it as well. So always kind of keep that in the back of your pocket there. But they are looking for 3 in a row with this mare, and Sonny Leone was aboard both times. So I'm going to go with the 3 in a row angle. I think Sonny can a hat trick with this runner here, and Elliott Sullivan wins 30% of the time off of a last race win. That's very respectable, and it's something that has to be taken in consideration. I do like Angel Sassy. That's my second pick, but as I said, I'm going to do a little bit of value searching, and then I come back to Wind Me Up Baby for Michael Evans II, who had, I believe, 2 wins and a second yesterday.
Yes, yep.
And Rogelia Miranda aboard was scored big time bad last time out. I saw Rogelia Miranda on the way in from the jocks room. He gave me the big fist bump, and he had the eye of the tiger.
Well, there you go. And sometimes see that little inside information. That's what you need.
In fact, you do. Well, we have 10 live races today, 8 thoroughbred races, 2 quarter horse races. If you've never been down, please come down to the rail and you'll feel them whoosh right on by. They really run fast. We got 10 great races, a beautiful day. Miss Ashley, take us away.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. Those of you joining us here live on track and everybody watching, whether you're watching from home or work. Thank you for hanging out with us. Good luck today. And again, as Ed said, 8 thoroughbred races, 2 quarter horse races on top. Beautiful day here in Cincinnati. Thank you very much.
Best of luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please honor America with the playing of our national anthem?